How's it going? This is David Potts with Song Notes. A quick lesson today for the F chord, and specifically 3 different ways to play it that don't require you to do this full 6-string version with the infamously difficult bar chord. Now, the F chord is one of the toughest chords that new guitarists are going to have to learn. It's not one of the first chords you need to learn, but eventually the F chord's going to pop up and it's going to bug you. You don't know how to play it. And again, I can show you how to play this another time, but before you get here, here's 3 different ways to play this chord that are a bit easier and will actually help you get to this point where you can do a 6-string full bar chord. So the 3 ways to play the chord all have to do with playing 4 strings. One version is going to be the bassiest 4 strings, 1st, 3rd, 3rd, 2nd. The second version is going to be the middle 4 strings, 3rd, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. And the final version will be the highest 4 strings, so that's 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 1st. Now, each of these 3 techniques sort of has different challenges, but also different benefits. And I will say that practicing all of them, again, will make it easier to eventually do this, okay? So let's get into each of these different techniques. So first up, we're going to look at the bassiest 4 strings. Now, this is 1st, 3rd, 3rd, 2nd, and you're not going to play the high E and the high B string, so bottom 4 strings only. Now, what is interesting about this version is your middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger are where they're going to need to go for this full F, okay? What the difference is your index finger is not barring in this version. Instead of barring the entire 1st fret, you're only going to be pressing the low E string on the 1st fret down. So, and then put your other fingers down. And notice how my index finger is not barring, okay? I really want to emphasize that. But the cool thing about this chord is if you can play this, and you get good at this, your hand is already where you need it to be. It's just a matter of then pressing your finger into the bar chord to make it work. So you don't have to do that right now. But again, 1st, 3rd, 3rd, 2nd. And let's look at a simple progression of C, C, F, G. C, C, F, G. And we're going to use this shape for the F. And as a bonus for the G, what we're going to do is take the same shape and move it up 2 frets. So it's 3rd, 5th, 5th, 4th. So if we were to go C, C, F, G. Okay, so that's a little exercise you can practice there to work on this shape. And again, this shape, once you learn it on the F, you can use it to play a G or an A or a B or a C up here. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. So that's the first version. The second version is this middle 4-string version. This is 3rd, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Now, you're not playing the high E string and you're not playing the low E string. When I play this chord, I sort of rest my either thumb on the low E string and my index finger on the high E string. And by rest, I mean I'm not pressing down to get that low E or the high E, low F or high F. I'm sort of just resting it, which gives a muted sound. But what this lets me do is sort of play all 6 strings and not worry about targeting only the middle 4. I can kind of play all 6 if I want, and the middle 4 are going to be the ones making the sound since I'm pressing them down firmly, right? Now, I could play just the middle 4 strings if I wanted, but this is a good one because you have no barring, and you're also not having to reach your index finger toward that low E string. You're kind of in a position that makes it easy to go from C to F, C, F, G. And let's do that same progression of C, C, F, G, C, C, F, G, C, C. And again, for the G, I'm taking that same shape and I'm moving it up 2 frets. So it's 5th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Which again is a good way to practice this. So C, C, F, G. So again, any song you need an F, you could play this as well and get away with it. That's why I'm showing it. The final version is this version with the highest 4 strings. And by highest 4 strings, I mean highest in tone. It's a very high note, and these are the strings that give you the highest notes. So that's why I'm saying highest. So we're going third, second, first, first. Now what's going on here is I am barring some strings. You can get away with only barring the first 2 strings of the first fret. So with your index finger, see if you can do that. See if you can push your finger down on the first fret of just the top 2 strings. Don't worry about doing all 6 strings. That's a lot of muscle work. Just worry about the first 2 strings. This is the first foot in the door to learning bar chords. It's can you bar 2 strings? This is a great exercise to practice. Once you can do that, what you want to do is get your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then apply that bar chord to the first 2, apply your barred finger to the first 2 strings. So only playing the highest 4 strings. So that is an F, okay? You can also play a G by moving it 2 frets this way. So then you're going 5th, 4th, 3rd, 3rd. And to do that progression of C, C, F, G would be and so on and so forth, right? So again, practice all these if you can, because each of them is going to sort of challenge you in different ways, but they're smaller challenges. And the benefit of doing these smaller challenges is they're a bit more approachable, a bit more manageable to learn. And they sort of set you up for success when it comes to mastering the sort of bigger challenges of doing this full F chord. Because you have a lot going on here, and to learn all of this a lot at once is a lot for you, and that's challenging, right? So again, break it into small pieces. The low F, the middle F, and the high F. And I guarantee if you practice these all and come back to each of them and work them out, it's going to make this be something you can attain a lot sooner. So that's it for now. Let me know how this goes for you. Hit me up in the comments. Ask any questions you have. What else would you like to see in these lessons? I want to be making a lot more of these quicker, smaller, bite-sized lessons that aren't tied to any one song. And I'd love to know what you want to hear. So again, check out my website, playsongnotes.com. If you like this, there's plenty other lessons just like this. There's also some song lessons I have, plenty of those. And I would love to hear what you would like to hear me do lessons of next. So that's it for tonight. In the meantime, keep on rocking. I hope this was helpful. And until next time, subscribe, like, follow, all that sort of stuff. So take care. Bye-bye.